Hi, this is Jackie from Jungle Art and Designs, and today I want to share with you a flip through my newest journal I made. This journal is comprised of digital designs from Wild Rose Bohemian, and it's the artist Marie journal pages and fussy cuts, and also the Boho Caravan journal pages. And then I also added some of my own art, and I also used some of the Thankful Thursday freebies that we made available also for the challenges, and I will also indicate to you which of the items I made were part of the challenges, so that one can learn to incorporate the challenges items into your journal, so that you do not just make it for lying around. So all the information of the Sovereign Boho kit and the Boho Caravan kits, all of that information, as well as the Facebook group of Wild Rose Bohemian and a YouTube channel, will be in the description box below. I am also adding a 40% discount code, and that actually will end the 30th of September. So this is a last chance to grab a few kits at a 40% discount. The coupon code will also be in the description box below. I will also be adding my Ko-fi shop in the description box below. Please come and follow me on Ko-fi and look at what's happening there. I'm still in the beginning phases of it, but I would love you to come and look at my art and my journals and so on. And yes, now we can begin with the flip through. So for the journal, I made this dangle, and this was a tutorial video originally from G-Care, and then one of our design team members, Kim Myers, made a tutorial with the Thankful Thursday freebies of Rose's Thankful Thursday freebies in the group. And so I followed that tutorial and I made this feather dangle, and then I just also added these few strings of bits of fabric as a tassel, and then I extended this lace over on the spine of the journal. The back side is just plain purple or lilac, and then the front has got this lovely lace edge. And then this is one of my own art pieces that I printed out on fabric with my Epson printer and used it as for the cover. And then here in the inside is another of my pieces of art that I painted with watercolors, and I also printed on fabric, and I made a pocket with it, and inside the pocket something is hiding. Let's see, a tag. And then I did this lace inside for the journal, and so this whole journal is fabric covered. So here's the beginning of my journal. So this part of the journal is self-care, and the second part is more on focusing on the creative arty side of a crafter or artist or whatever. So when we turn around this beautiful page, I made an envelope type of flip where you can write hidden thoughts, which is hidden away from sight. And here I made a lace decoration, and then I added some images of Marie the artist. There's a connection between me and this kit, because I see a lot of myself in this kit. And then I added there's an extra digital set available with these quotes, also in the Etsy shop. I will put that link in the description box for you, because this is rather beautiful. And then on this page I made a tuck spot, and I added an image of Marie where she's busy drawing or making notes in a journal, and also more quotes. And here's another tuck spot with one of the beautiful designs that Rose made with dried flowers, and calling it Sacred Hope. Our hope is something that should be sacred to us, because hope keeps our hearts alive. It keeps us focusing on surviving. And then here, a thoughtful image of Marie pondering about things, and beneath that there are little pieces of notepad to write on. And here's a typewriter in this pocket. That is the way when she was young, and she's approximately my age, so that's the way we used to type letters, as today we use computers. Yeah, I just added this lovely image of her where she looks so content and happy, and as if she experienced a very joyful moment. And more quotes. And on this side I added a dictionary paper and just decorated it and added some more of the ephemera of the kit. And here's a trifold with this dancing lady. This is to symbolize me dancing with joy and praise when I feel that I've overcome a milestone which was difficult for me. And here I made these baskets, and as a pocket, and in this basket is a bottle of dried flowers and body lotion and a lovely quote. Here's another tuck spot and space for journaling, and here is a message about friendship, and these two friends are dancing. And here's a key, because friendship and laughter are timeless remedies for a youthful spirit, and that was the key to a youthful spirit for me. And then this gratitude of having a friend. And here the two friends are enjoying some reading, and here are things that symbolize their friendship, the love for reading, their love for each other and for others, a mirror in which they look into and remind themselves that they are loved, the shoes which they walk in daily as they follow God in the path of life. And here is a perfume bottle, and then time. Time is very important to them as they grow older. And here she's again making some notes and drawings, and with a favorite cup of tea and a beautiful pen. And then I made a pocket here, and in the pocket we've got more of these beautiful bottles that Rose designed, and this one has got the word courage on it. It takes courage to open up from within your heart and put your thoughts down on paper, or do it in a creative form. And here are two friends. One is both are making notes or journaling, and this brings me to the thought that journaling releases happiness. And here I made this little tag to keep this envelope in place, and this envelope, I can't remember if I put something in it. No, not yet. And then I also made this little booklet with loose pages where you can make notes on, and then this keeps it in place. And then when we turn around here, we've got a tag that says open mind, open heart, and solitude. And another quote, and here's one of the challenges that I made. It was Sophie's challenge, the over the page tag, and I added it to my journal. And here's this will be symbolic of me in a moment of praise. And this is the back side of this over the page tag, and here I've got a pocket with pampering stuff that sometimes we need to pamper our bodies, and we should remember some me time. And here's a little notebook and candles and a beautiful view outside, all reminders of what brings us a lot of joy and healing and beautiful moments and cherished memories. Yeah, I made a waterfall little booklets, and here's a tuck spot, and here's a different kind of little hidden note pad that I made. Here's a belly band I made of the kit, and there's my favorite teapot for my tea, and a tag to journal on, and a painting to journal on. And here she's rethinking her past and thinking of what it was like to be young, and so I made these little booklets for notes about remembering positive things of your past. And then we're nearing the end of the first signature, and here are two little booklets I made accidentally. I was trying to make Sophie's challenge, and I made a mistake, so I had to improvise. So I made these little booklets, and they've also got waterfall paper in them, and I stamped the edges. And this one has got another type of edge, and I made them some little beady dangles also, and they come into this triple pocket. I'm only using 2 parts of the triple pocket for these 2 journaling booklets. And that's the end of the first signature. And then in the middle I made put in a bookmark that you can put into your journal where you're busy writing or whatever. And this bottle says joy, and the others are just perfume bottles with no sentiments on them. And I added some rose beads in between and made them in a dangle form, this bookmark. And then we go on to the art side. Here I put the feathers. These feathers remind me of angels, and I added them there. And here is a lace crochet that I made, and inside is a trifold, and this drum symbolizes the rhythm of life, the rhythm of my life, the beat of my song. And here is a little heart remembering me to always be loving. Here is a chair, and I call it my father's chair, sitting on my father's lap, my heavenly father, because he is the one that made me, and he keeps me safe, and he helps me to heal. And here is a treasure, and this treasure is where I put in all the special things that mean so much to me. So this is the symbolic part of my trifold. And then on the back I made a stuffed belly band, also something I learned from Sophie, with a key, the key to my heart. God is the key to my heart. And here's another heart reminding me to be loving and kind to others. And here I've got a stuck, or maybe not stuck, but maybe fitting too snugly, but it's a circle with that is I won't be able to get it out now, it seems. This circle is stuck. Let's see if I can loosen it a little bit. There we are. And it's got this beautiful engraving on it, and I just put that there in because I love gemstones and finely intricate jewelry designs. And here is a yarn tag, and here are yarn journal cards that I made, and here's a tuck spot if you want to add something else there. And these are the 4 yarn journal cards. And here's another tuck spot with some embroidery on it, and here's some more embellishments, and here's a little booklet made out of the drawers where the mostly sewing and needlework stuff are kept. And here's a shelf with buttons, and it's also a tuck spot. Then when you turn around, I took some fabric and I made this cluster, and I made this pocket with fabric, and I added these beads and buttons there. And then I made these bottles. I printed on pink paper just to make them a bit different, and they've got all the different yarns, so all the yarns and fabrics are together. And then on this shelf is a mixture of beads and twine and so on, and buttons here below, and the sewing machine. I love sewing, and here are some real life buttons. And then on this side is the embroidery ring or hoop, and I added a little piece of embroidery that I made many years ago, actually about 30 years ago or more, and I added it into the hoop. And here I made a circle palette pocket, and I made the others into journal cards, so you can actually write on the back. And here we start with the painting part and some journaling space, and here are more beads and crayons and pencils and pastels and yarns and so on, and they are all journaling cards. And these lovely paint brushes are here. And here I made the circle pocket, and I added these youthful images here reminding of my youthful days. And here I made a pocket, and I added the other types of yarns and sari silk and dried flowers, and this is also a type of yarn, and I added them into this pocket. And here's also a nice foil pen and scissors. And here I made a flip card and a place to journal. And here is a little tuck spot, and there's nothing in there now. And there's a painting symbolizing me painting, and another beautiful tag. And here are more pencils and crayons and a palette, not a palette, a paint pan journal card. And here are more crayons. In actual life I've got a lot of water soluble crayons and colored pencils and paints, and because I do paint and color and so on. And here's a painting I made yesterday on the 27th of September. I followed a tutorial. It's not this totally the same as the tutorial, but that is what I made of it. I'm a bit rusty. I've got to get back into practice, but I enjoyed it so much, and it was fun to be able to add my own art into a journal. And then this is a pocket, and in the pocket we've got another pan of watercolor paint, and it's also a journal card or a tag. Let me just put this hook back in this corner back into there. And here we've got a tag, and I put in this button, and it says confident. I'm working on my self-confidence. Sometimes it gets low due to situations happening, and then we've got to work on it again, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, I made this belly band with this very beautiful jewelry designs and added them on. And here I put a self-portrait reminding me that I'm also worthy of being a piece, and that I'm also a piece of art. And here's another tag with journaling space. And then when you turn this around, we've got another tuck spot here, or flip, more journaling space. And here's washi tape in a holder, and here is a pocket, another pan and journaling space, and a pan tag. And here I took these flowers and I added them like this, and you can tuck something underneath or in between them. And here is a paper clip which holds something on the back, and here's a lamp and another cup of tea. I'm fond of tea. And this paper clip actually holds an envelope. But let me just show you. I made this of the paint brushes. I thought it looked rather nice, and I decorated this envelope that I made by myself of a journal page, and added these paint brushes and this pencil, and added this at the back for enclosure. And then inside are more images of Marie, and she represents me. I have a love of music, and I can play organ, and I love reading, and I love painting. So this journal is very much me, and here I'm looking into nature. I love nature, and I'm thinking about life. And then this pocket is over the side pocket, over the page pocket, and I also printed these paint bottles and paint these tubes, this tube on pink paper, and it just made it more spectacular to me, like it's just different. And you can also journal on the back of them, and they come in here. And then on this side I just added some loose bits of ephemera, the paint brushes, because I really like them, and maybe I want to use them somewhere in the journal, and because I intend to keep this journal for myself. And here's another circle tag, and here's the hidden paper clip. This was Cheryl's first challenge, and I made it with and I put it here in my journal. And here's an image I colored the other day of my friend and artist Heather Valentin, and we know each other for nearly 10 years, and I love to color her art. The art is sweet and innocent and just brings me joy. And this flower here is one that I crocheted, that I embellished with a button. And then if you pull this out, you've got journaling space. And then this is the back of my journal, and here in the back of my journal I made another pocket with fabric for another tag, and I made this little pocket and for another tag, and that's the end of my journal. And now I've come to realize that I didn't use my dangle that I made for my challenge, so I have put it somewhere, so I will have to add it to the outside of my journal, because it's supposed to be part of the set. But I hope you enjoyed this flip through, and thank you for joining me. And I would also want to welcome, before I forget, to welcome my new subscribers, and thank you for watching my videos. And fast forward if it takes too long, just as long as you join me on my journey and just appreciate a bit of what my contribution is to crafting. Have a happy weekend and happy crafting.